Hey y'all, I just wanted to come on here and talk with y'all about this full moon in Libra. This energy, this energy is lining up. Like when I was looking at it, like I'm just like, oh wow, I see this theme forming, and I could just hear things coming like so clearly about what's going on and what's happening right now. And I mean, to be honest, a lot of y'all not gonna even like what I have to say right now because of just all the things. Sometimes it's easier to just hold on to stuff than it is to deal with it, like actually work through it. Trust me, I know I've had to work through a lot. It's beautiful birds. Like maybe I can, maybe you guys can see them in a minute. They're beautiful. Like some of us would rather just leave stuff alone or just stay in our anger or whatever else it is that we want to hold on to rather than deal with the things that we need to deal with in order to move on and to grow, right? So I'm looking at it, and like when you take a deep dive, like a really deep dive into the nitty gritty of those energies, you can weave different stories together. But I'm going to tell you the story that I felt like came together for me and sounded clear. Hold on, let me get my notes because I want to make sure I took some notes on this because, so we have this full moon happening at exactly 23 degrees, like 23, 24 degrees. This energy is pushing for a slow down and focus on what needs healing. Like these guys, this is going to be the only way to balance the heart chakra and to release that hurt. Like it's going to be the only way. We have that moon is squaring Mars in Cancer. And so this is pointing to specifically like communication about the things in the home that pissed you off. Things that you had. More importantly, like from what I'm getting, is things that like you didn't have. Because we need to consider that Mars is trining Venus and Saturn and the North Node and Mercury in Pisces. And it's bringing up all these old things that made you angry. Like what it's pointing to very specifically is the father energy. Like it's time for you to take the necessary action for healing that little girl inside of you who longs for a father that wasn't present in your life. I want you to even consider whether or not your longing for a dad who wasn't there was taught to you. Like anytime I say anything like this, like people, it pisses people off for some reason. But like, listen to me. I feel like, or I have witnessed it be, that these emotions and these things are taught to us. Who told you that there was supposed to be a daddy in your house? Who told you that? Who fed you the stories of how he must or must not feel about you because he wasn't there? Like, never mind that he had his own assignment. Like, Big Mama had things for him to do. Never mind that. But who is it that taught you that you are supposed to feel bad if you didn't have a dad in the home? even those of you who didn't have a mama in the home for whatever reason, you know, maybe she had a substance issue, or like maybe other things happened where they were having to be absent from the home due to, you know, military or incarceration or, you know, any of the things. But this is primarily like for those little girls who really have a hard time dealing with that. That was taught to us in the movies, on the television programs, in the home. It was taught to us through generations of women not having the information necessary to know that is not how life works, guys. However much or however little that parent was in your home, or that mama or daddy was in your home, that's exactly how much it was supposed to be. Like, everybody has their own chart, and it has nothing to do with a one-size-fits-all lifestyle that we were taught is supposed to be the way that we live. Men are not built as women are built in particular. Like, we know this. As a woman, we can only have experienced that one pregnancy at a time. But men are here to be able to provide that spark that is necessary for a woman to procreate. That spark can be shared time after time after time after time after time. And rather than just really process that and sit with it and realize it and understand it, we get emotional. We were taught to get emotional. Like, y'all, it don't have to be that way. You can really have a real grown-up talk with yourself and really deal with the fact that all parents aren't supposed to be in your life. Some of them you have agreed with before getting here, and you and Big Mama sat down and had this talk, and you agreed that this is the role that you would play this time. You agreed to this. Now you want to get down here and get all in your feelings because you fucking forgot. Get out your feelings because you forgot that you agreed to this. All of them aren't meant to be there. Some of them have a role to just get you here. You are the star. You're supposed to be here. Everybody else is the supporting cast, and I know you've heard that. But you're the star. You can rewrite the script anytime you want to. This full moon in Libra, opposite the Sun and Chiron in Aries, is giving you the opportunity to set that angry shit down about your daddy not being there, because he did his job in getting you here. You were able to experience things that you would not have experienced otherwise had he been there. Some good and bad. Either way, you chose the road that said that wasn't the path for you this time. Your heart chakra needs to be light. You must find balance through love and forgiveness. It's time for you to grow. It's time for you to grow. And every single planet is lined up right now, ready and able, willing, begging for you to collectively forgive these fathers who weren't there and unwrap the chains from your minds that have allowed you to substitute a father and son and a government in exchange for your big mama. Once you heal the daddy issues that you need to realize weren't even your issues until somebody fed it to you day in, day out, that you are supposed to feel bad because of somebody who's not even here. Sit it down, put your big girl britches on, and let's do the necessary work to get past this. Why y'all want to give these men a pass? It's not about giving them a pass. It's about being mature enough to understand that he had his own assignment from Big Mama. And like it or not, it did not involve sticking around to be there with you on a day-to-day basis. Big Mama had other work for him to do. You have been affected in other ways by things that he's put his hands on and you didn't even know it. While you were sitting around mad and fussing and cursing him and cursing his name, you didn't even know that he was doing other things, putting other things in work that you, as a child of his, automatically were connected with and affected by in great ways. And when you sit down and get quiet and get real about why we are really here, and it is not to be emotional about everything, especially thoughts that we did not originate or did not come directly to us from Big Mama. No hand-me-down thoughts. You want to take somebody's hand-me-down thoughts and let it affect your life for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Hell, some of y'all are 60 years old still crying and sad about some man that wasn't there 50 years ago. You can call it tough love, you can call it whatever you want to, but Big Mama told me to tell you she's had enough and it is time. Because she is over these make-believe, step-in, pretend-ass daddies that you have allowed to be in control of your life and have you feeling like this in the first place. When she's been here all along, waiting patiently for you to wake up